Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. Warmly welcome to all of you with another important topic, and of course one of the sensitive topic as well, because this is kind of an alarming thing that people, a lot of people, they're trying to get Aramco approvals by using different means of different unfair means, I would say. But to be very honest, if you're a fresher and you have no experience, especially to work in oil and gas industry, and you are trying to get somehow the approval as a WPR or rigorous scaffolder, and somebody you got successful also, but that does not mean that you are going to be successful at Aramco sites. I mean, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing, but you are going there with no knowledge. The reason is you just paid some handsome amount to somebody and he arranged everything for you and got your ID in your pocket. But that does not mean that you are the right person for the right job, actually. And that's how you are demolishing your personal professional brand as well as the brand of your company, including Saudi Aramco would also be in trouble, to be very honest, because any brand in the world, they don't want to see any sort of fatalities or accidents or injuries, even sort of unsafe acts or conditions at their site. But if the right person for the right job is not insured or somewhat the system is bypassed, then things could be more terrible, in shape of, uh, terrible uh, kind of accidents or major injuries, or that would source up to fatalities, actually. So that is why I selected this topic, because usually people, sometimes, not always, few of the people, they come up with an idea and contact with different individuals. Please, we don't have time for training. So, is it possible to get certificate and ID just by sitting at home, and we don't have time to come out from our project site? So, can you arrange it? My question to all of you is, even though if somebody is supporting you and you somehow you got the ID and certificate just to process your Aramco approvals, is it a right way? Is it, don't you feel it could be like unfair means, and the income you are going to earn later on would be halal or haram? This is kind of a wake up call for all of you. So please don't try to take shortcuts. I'm very much convinced with experienced professionals, like, if a person is a work permit receiver working for the last 8 years, and now we are enforcing him to come out from the site and sit for 4 days for third party training and achieve 80% marks, and then again go to Saudi Aramco exam, achieve a 90% mark. This looks like, to be very honest, even though we can't challenge Aramco policies and strategies, they have a certain plan, to refresh trainings and all that. But if a person is 8 years experience or 5 years experience and already in the same profession as a WPR, then why should he get certain kind of headaches, sitting for 4 days in any training center and then passing the exam, same formalities, because he's already working in the same kind of area, even though he has to be knowledgeable, no harm to join willingly. But I'm talking about the system should give some respect to the experienced guys. But if you're a fresher and you never ever work as a WPR and you are also trying to find some shortcuts, that's not fair, to be very honest. What I would recommend, you must join the session for 4 days, learn by heart, make sure you get some practical insights, scenario based understanding, clear your concepts, as a front leader, as a safety leader, because WPR means you could be a lifesaver or could be a life killer, actually, because you are the one going to sign the permit, and based on your signature, the anyone can start the project there. Without your signature or getting the permit from Saudi Aramco after your signature, how come anyone can start the project? So in that scenario, you are a front leader. So how come you can think about same way if you are working as a rigger level 1 or rigger level 2 or 3, and on the other side you have no idea what is rigging and lifting, what is center of gravity, how to prepare critical lift plan, or what is the procedure inside, and most importantly, what can go wrong actually with the kind of risk assessment you have to be capable for. So plenty of knowledge you acquire, you truly need actually to perform your job more safely without any fatalities or injuries or accidents actually, and that's the outcome of your professionalism, to be very honest. And humble request to everyone: don't try to get things done under table or having some shortcuts. Yes, people are there. One of the group I still remember, I pursue with, and I found they're issuing fake certificates, you know, as a WPR, fake certificates, and no traceability, nothing. And our innocent gentlemen still buying those certificates and paying extra money also. And later on, a lot of people caught her, and Aramco changed the strategy. They created some barcode and several other scanning systems, and now the each project, they are not getting you immediately as a WPR. Like, even you have a Aramco ID, you got Aramco approvals, everything. Now the project manager, along with the project safety manager, they are taking your interview sometime just to make sure that you are the right person for the right job. So don't compromise with knowledge, with skill set, because whichever profession you are working in, you truly have to be capable. You have to prove that you are the right person for the right job, and ultimately is kind of ethical responsibility also. If you're not trained for something or any particular activity, then why you are performing it? Because oil and gas itself is a high hazardous industry, and on the other side, if you are moving on their project sites with poor knowledge and somewhat supplier network is supporting you, that's truly terrible, not only for you, even for your company, and could be terrible for Saudi Aramco also. So we all have to work as a team and make sure we are not supporting such individuals have 0% experience or not at all. They have ever worked as a WPR and no knowledge and still not willing to attend 4 days training. So we should never ever accommodate to such individuals. But yes, it's a humble request to Saudi Aramco: reconsider and make your criteria, especially for the experienced WPRs or the other technical professionals, that they should not come back and sit for 4 days, sit for 5 days, and then pass the third-party exam, and later on they'll be capable and the right person for your projects. No, no, no. They are already experienced, and experience is unbeatable. They already would have learned a lot of lessons from their mistakes, even learning from others, including through your induction programs, because the Aramco itself is a great trainer, by the way. So if a guy is already available at site and getting plenty of experience, why we are enforcing him to sit 4 days and get things done according to your. So all five fingers are not equal and must not be considered equal, by the way. So I think there is a time to reconsider our strategy, either some criteria for experienced professionals, already Aramco professionals, and the criteria for the freshers. Then things would be on better direction, inshallah. Because if an experienced guy is supported somehow and successful by taking some shortcuts, ultimately it's not success for the freshers also. Thank you very much. But it will definitely motivate to the freshers, and that is why they are trying, to get things done. Thank you very much. I hope this video will be beneficial for all of you. Feel free to WhatsApp me if you need work from receiver trainings or regular level 1, 2, 3 or scaffolding or any sort of Aramco trainings. Just give us a chance and we will train you properly as per Aramco guidelines. And I'm sure you guys will be more successful as a positive professional actually, rather than a person having less knowledge. God forbid. Take care of yourself. Thank you very much. Bye bye.